Welcome back to another Celebrity Sweets. I'm Ethan, or you also might know me as the Giraffe King, but you can call me Ethan. Now, can I just say I'm so excited to make today's video because I haven't got dressed all day, just been in this. Actually, when I woke up, I was in a different giraffe onesie. Like, that one's my favorite one. This one is more like my presentable. Like, Giraffe King has got to present himself well. Especially if the whole world is watching. He evolved. Now, if you're wondering why I'm dressed like this and talking about Giraffe King, it's because the new Lion King movie comes out tomorrow. It's the live-action remake of the Disney classic, which The Lion King was Disney's first original story. Like, from start to finish, it wasn't like a fairy tale. Like, this is something Disney created, which is pretty cool. It also was originally going to be called King of the Jungle, but lions don't live in jungles, so thank goodness, because that wouldn't have been too smart. Now, I really enjoyed the Lion King movie, kinda because I have an obsession for giraffes, if you couldn't tell. And while I would love to make a giraffe-themed treat, which I think we will do sometime on this channel, or sometime, just in general. But today, we're going to be making some Gummy Bugs in honor of the Lion King. And the ingredients for this recipe are 1 cup of cold water, 1/4 cup of light corn syrup, 2 1-ounce packages of unflavored gelatin, and 1 3-ounce flavored package of Jell-O. The first thing we want to do is combine our cold water and our corn syrup together. I'm just going to pour the corn syrup into our measuring cup with the cold water, and then using a fork we want to mix that around until it is completely dissolved. The cast of this new movie is really cool too. Like Beyonce's in it. When your corn syrup and water is mixed together and dissolved, now we can start to dissolve our gelatin. Again, I'm going to do this in our measuring cup and mix it around until the gelatin starts to dissolve. Our gelatin mixture is setting up, why does gelatin smell so bad? Like, it actually smells like bugs in here. But I promise you it'll taste good. But yeah, it's starting to thicken up. And I went ahead and made more of the recipe just because, did you see how many bugs there were in that scene? There's so many of them. And this recipe doesn't make that much gummy candy, which might be a good thing if you're trying to slim down. Next, we can add in our Jell-O. This is going to give it flavor and color. And there wasn't any beetle or centipede Jell-O flavors. So I just got some cherry and lime, bright colors that match the bugs. So now we're just going to add these powders in and mix those up as well. Lemon. Cherry, my favorite. Actually, it's black cherry. Oh my god. Just made a stoplight. When you have all of your Jell-O added to the mixture, now I want to take this over to the stove, and on medium-low heat, add in your mixture to a small sauce pot. Cook this Jell-O mixture until it reduces in size and becomes syrupy. This takes about 8 to 10 minutes. And then carefully pour this mixture back into your liquid measuring cup and allow it to sit for 3 to 5 minutes. I took our gummy mixtures off the stove and you saw me pour them into the liquid measuring cup. And we do this really for 2 reasons. The first is it's going to help us pour it into our mold later on. And the second is because there's a lot of impurities in the mixture and we want those bubbles to come to the top and everything to come to the top so we get a nice, clear, see-through mixture. Another cool thing is if you take a spoon, once they have sat for about 3 to 5 minutes, you can actually just scrape off the top layer of goo. Look at that. And now our yellow Jell-O mixture is perfectly clean and clear. Now we can start to fill our molds, and the molds that I'm going to be using are 2 different types. The first is a silicone mold, and usually when making gummies, silicone is your best bet. It's a problem-free kind of mold because you can pop it out, it's non-stick, you can really work it out. So silicone works the best, and I found this mold at Michael's at Halloween time, so I don't know if it's still there, but I thought this was perfect. They're little maggots, all in a big maggot, which is kind of gross. And I also found this type of mold, which is a different kind of mold. This is more of a plastic one. And they have some little caterpillars in there, along with fish and turtles, but we're not going to use those. Now I am going to spray all the molds, even the silicone one, because that's going to give our gummies a nice shiny finish. And especially this one, because they don't always come out. Next, carefully pour in your gummy mixture to your molds. When you've filled your molds, I would usually tap the mold to release any air bubbles. However, we already did that process, so now we can just let these sit at room temperature for 2 to 3 hours until they are no longer sticky and pop out of the mold. So now we wait, and we wait. And I just can't wait to be king. You know, the one bad part about this giraffe onesie is it doesn't have a tail. Like, my other giraffe onesie has a tail. Like, giraffes have tails. People. And here we have our Lion King inspired gummy bugs that we made today in honor of the new Lion King movie that comes out tonight. Now, these things look so much like real bugs. Like, I'm gonna pick up a centipede here. Like, they're shiny and see-through and they like move around like I'm grossing myself out. But I have to try one because if Simba could do it, I can do it. The Giraffe King, he can do pretty much anything. Let's see. Like, you know what they say, it's the circle of life, right? Okay, it is kind of weird to think about it. Ah! Like, if you think about it, bug, yeah. But it tastes like lemon, so it's all good. Yeah, it is good. This is a very easy gummy recipe that can be used outside of the Lion King setting. It's also a very customizable recipe because you can add whatever Jell-O flavor you'd like. Maybe like a blue raspberry or a blue beetle. And you can also use whatever molds you have at home. If you happen to make these, please share them with me on Instagram or Twitter. And if you have any other requests for another celebrity sweets, please leave it down in the comments below. Also, don't forget to share this video with someone who likes The Lion King, Pumbaa, and Timon, or if someone is going to see The Lion King that you know, share this video with them too. Until next time, savor life and make it sweet. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, let me know by hitting that like button down below. And while you're at it, subscribe. You can do that by clicking this cute little donut right here. If you're looking for more content, up here's my latest video, and down here's what YouTube thinks you should watch. That's all for today. I will see you guys in the next video.